This is gonna be any good. Got this feeling that it's not. 14 Hands Winery. What, bitch? What are you doing? Good, huh? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your. Fucking close. Smile. Too far.
You're all I ever needed.
Uh, Jesse, if this Mary Kay thing takes up, you should become a lounge singer. What? No.
I get that a lot.
We'll make booze together. You'll make beer. I'll make whiskey. I think I do want to try making whiskey sometime. Yeah. Yeah. I should try that. But I'd like to make it like. I'm gonna look into that. Bitch. Can't grow my own weed legally, so I can. But I can make my own whiskey. That's seems. I said I can't.
My own.
Doesn't it seem weird though? But I could make my own gosh darn whiskey. Whoa.
Well, you have until like homebrewing.
What up, homebrew? Well, I better
Actually,
tweet-a-leet.
It's funny that
Tweet-a-leet.
like in a couple of weeks next week.
Belt.
The anniversary of legal.
Oh.
Are you tweeting?
Yeah. It's faster on a Lappy Tappy. Oh, Tom Brady listed as limited with a right hand injury.
Fuck.
Yeah, we should bone later. Gross. Hey, is the college football championship already happened?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Alabama.
Okay, so that was right. That was thinking right. Oop, that was it. Not. I am ready when you are, dog. Dog. Well, 23 million viewers. 23 million fewer viewers watched the divisional round.
Than our podcast. I believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. There were 13 million fewer viewers than last year's divisional game with the Cowboys and Packers.
Oh, yeah.
And 6 million for the Jags Steelers and Steelers Chiefs. You all right?
Getting better.
The Saints Vikings game had had 9 million viewers more than the Patriots Titans game.
Cinderella story. Tales of old time. Song as old as time. Certain as the sun rises in the east.
I hit play on that bitch.
Huh?
Hit play on it.
Record?
Yeah, that too.
You can play all you want. Ain't nothing playing. Let's go.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, Juice Nation.
What up, what up?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
What's the haps?
It's a new week.
It is a new week. It's
Not kind of. It's like
it's a new dawn.
and I'm feeling juicy.
Oh,
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, man.
How was your weekend, man?
oh, it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Can't complain.
A
can't
little
complain.
stressful?
It was a roller coaster of emotions, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. Marriage often is.
Yeah. I barely even saw my wife this weekend.
I saw her plenty. Hey, Juice Nation.
How
How was your
dare
weekend?
you.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse. What do you... What are you drinking?
Oh.
The song's still going. Hey,
Nope.
it's over.
Even-
Okay. Hey.
Oh.
Hey, yeah.
Anyway.
Congratulations to the Vikings win. We'll dive into that a little bit later.
It's a Minnesota miracle.
Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yeah. I'm sure Jesse will tell you. I'm trying to figure out when I want you to. I want to check out for like 30 minutes so you can talk.
I don't think I'll talk that long about it. I don't like to usually talk that long about things, even the most incredible sports happening that I'll probably ever see.
The Jags game, yeah.
No. Although, fun fact about that as well is that Calais Campbell called the score of that game the week before.
Really?
You didn't see that? Oh, it was awesome. Like, Calais Campbell was like, they interviewed him, and they're like, how do you think you're going to beat the Pittsburgh, how are you going to beat Pittsburgh? And he's like, and this is, this is paraphrasing, obviously, but he's like, we're going to win. I don't care if it's like 0-3, I don't care if it's 45-42, but we're going to win. And he called the exact score.
Oh,
It was crazy.
that team has some moxie, man.
They got a little swagger in them.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like it's almost a little bit too much.
I haven't decided.
I kind of don't like it. I think I've decided that I don't like it because it's to the point of cockiness, like super cockiness.
I think I dig it because as long as they keep winning, I think it's awesome. But wait till they talk that crap and they lose. Like if they get pounded by the Patriots, then it's funny.
Then it's funny.
I think it's funny then, yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard to say. I don't like. I don't know. I feel like it's they look for any opportunity to get a chip on their shoulder and like, what are you drinking?
Oh, your face was pretty good. It's like a chicken just laying an egg. That's what the nice. I'm gonna set it back down. I also took a smell of it, and it doesn't smell good. That's a bad sign.
Have you even taken a drink yet?
No, I haven't. I've waited. I've been getting some air to it. I was at Hy-Vee, Helpful Smile Never Out, and they had this wine. It was 15 cents off a gallon. It was only $8.99, so I said, frig it. What?
You keep saying like
what?
15 cents off a gallon, like
Of gas.
Of gas. Yeah, but you didn't.
With the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver.
But you don't say that. You make it sound like that's like 15 cents off a gallon of that wine. So why not go for it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I figure at this point everyone knows what the Fuel Saver
Not
is.
everyone.
But I guess that's true.
What if Lightning Rush from Florida? They don't have Hy-Vees in Florida.
So this is from 14 Hands Winery. I've never heard of it. It's called Run Wild. It's a juicy red blend, Columbia Valley, 2016. You've had Merlot from there.
Merlot.
Emily's with us, and she's
Merlot
inserting her opinions into my brain like a cancerous earworm.
Huh.
I love you, Em.
Second time tonight that
I know. I got to use that reference earlier, guys. Anyway, juicy and fruit-forward Run Wild showcases a vibrant blend of red grape varieties with flavors of fresh strawberries and ripe cherries. Ripe. Soft tannins, a lively acidity, yep, and the lingering finish allow for endless pairing options.
Acidity. Milky, white breasts.
Alright, I'm going to take a drink.
Do it.
I'm gonna.
See what happens. And I'll take this opportunity while you're taking that drink to ask Juice Nation what they're drinking. And if you're not drinking anything, Juice Nation, you should have a drink unless you're too young to drink. Like our friend last week, which his name is escaping me.
X-Rummage or something.
X-Rummage.
Yeah, this isn't bad.
Is it juicy?
No.
With fruit flavors?
It's kind of like you take a drink and you expect it to be super vinegary, but it's not. It doesn't really taste like anything.
Not even the rainbow?
It's not like a Skittle.
Oh. If I wish had a wine that was tasting like a Skittle, I'd probably be a major wino.
Except wouldn't it be... Wouldn't it be super sweet though?
Well, yeah. But in my world, it would be
Jesse.
Thanks for the follow, Master of Chaos. It would be like 200% booze.
Yeah.
I'd take like a shot of it and then stumble down my kitchen.
Well, then you might like that vodka that I have because it kind of smells like fake fruity. That Chinese vodka.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to take that. That sounds awful. That sounds absolutely awful. It smelled too weird.
That's not bad.
You're like, oh, it's vodka. Not too bad.
Yeah, you want to try?
No.
Fine.
It's so like you're like, hey, look, it's Chinese vodka, and I'm like, okay, that seems interesting. Let me give a smell of it, and then you smell it, and it doesn't taste like, or it doesn't smell like vodka at all. It smells like something fruity and weird, and to boot, you can't read the label.
Yeah.
So it could be anything.
Yeah, I really do have no idea what it is.
Fancy bottle full of clear horse semen.
Oh, I hope so.
A horse that they just fed Tic Tacs and
well, it's just like a bottle of
gummy bears,
taurine or something, just pure taurine. Like, don't drink too much of this. Gross. Emily, what are you drinking? Emily's drinking.
I'm drinking a chocolate from XI Brew.
Oh yeah, Emily.
Yeah.
Emily, Emily, tell us about yourself.
I'm 6'5".
Oh yeah.
I'm medium build with 3.
Oh, Emily, I think your voice seems to be fluctuating there a little bit.
Good times.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, where do we start? Rick. Whoa, you all right?
Huh?
Every time you drink that, it looks like you hit your head into a wall.
Oh, it's a little tart. It's tart. It's like super tart.
You want to add some of this wine to it?
Sour.
See if that helps.
Nope.
Balance
Can't
it out.
do it.
And then it would
When did I start this
blend the
trend?
reds. What?
When did I start the Skullberry wine trend?
I don't know. All season?
I don't think it's been all season, has it? Because I don't think I came up with the jingle until
Well, yeah, but you didn't create the jingle.
Few
But
weeks
I
ago.
thought you were still drinking Skullberry wine.
Forever Win. I thought I came up with it. Oh no, maybe it was because you were like they're only gonna go like 8 and 8, so you don't
You're
need
like,
that many.
good. I only, yeah.
So maybe it was that way. We could start with some coaching news. There's a bunch of coaching news. There's
What?
a bunch of coaching news.
What?
Coaching news.
What?
Todd Haley was fired as Pittsburgh offensive coordinator. Oh, well, they
His
part
contract
ways.
was up, and he agreed. They mutually agreed to separate ways. Excuse me.
Did he get signed on anywhere else?
No, not yet.
Well, what up?
But it wouldn't surprise me if he interviews for
Prick.
head coach jobs.
Or maybe he's gonna go back to Oakland with John Gruden.
No, I thought they gross. I thought he had his offensive and defensive
was he?
coordinator.
Who are they?
Oh, guy, I'm gonna have to find him.
Marty Rosenberg and Carl Nanigan.
You either just like made those names up or you know.
Why would I make up names, Nick?
Because you have a very creative imagination. We played D&D last week, man. You came up with some shiz.
My backstory?
Yeah. I was walking up the stairs earlier and I just was going, Ganoth, and I don't know why. I just like it. This was at the field house. It was I don't know why.
Ganoth.
It's a great name.
Name of character. I don't know. I can't even remember. Like, I was just at work and I was trying to think of a really like annoying name to say or difficult name to say, and that's what I came up with.
It's great. It's a great name.
I think I gigged when I came up with it.
Emily confirmed that you did.
Told Emily, you won't even believe this.
It's a good name. Ganoth.
Related news. Mike Munchak, who was going to have a second interview for Arizona's head coaching position, denied it because he's Pittsburgh's offensive line coach and Todd Haley just got fired. So I think he thinks he has a chance to be the offensive coordinator for Pittsburgh.
So it's like people forget. People forget.
I know, but why would
Mike
he turn
Munchak
down-
was a failed Titans head coach.
But why would he turn down? I mean, that's got to be the reason, though, right?
Yeah, but why would you turn down a head coach interview, a second one, to stay for an offensive coordinator for an aging Steelers?
Well, maybe he didn't think you'd get it, and they're just like, "Well, you can go to the second interview, or we'll just hire you as our offensive coordinator." And he's like, "Sounds good to me."
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes I wonder if some of these people go to interviews because everyone expects them to, and they don't really want the job, but they just don't want. They also don't want people to think that they don't think that they could do the job. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's just comfortable where he is.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. Let's just say Pat Shurmur was like, "Oh, I don't want to do any interviews. I don't want to blah blah blah." You know, it's like people don't. Then people might question whether he actually wants to coach. Maybe he doesn't want to right now, but maybe he will in the future. But they go to interviews just to make it look like they want it.
So maybe, well, if you think about it, what was that?
It was a continued.
Oh, okay. you think about it,
Chopped it
Munchak, maybe he was thinking, well, I can either go interview to be the head coach of a team with no quarterback, one wide receiver, a couple other secondary wide receivers, a not good offensive line, an okay defense, an aging team, or I could say with the Steelers, be the offensive coordinator where I've got Big Ben, Antonio Brown, hopefully Le'Veon Bell,
That's also true.
and have a shot at a championship next year, and then get a head coach job in a year.
Yeah, I mean, and that is he's already established all the relationships. You don't have to do that over again. Like he knows all the staff, all the whatever. So ever since we started saying Mike Munchak, the only thing that I have going through my head is the Love Shack by the B.
Munchak, Mike Munchak. He's Mike Munchak, baby.
Munchak, baby.
Munchak, baby, Munchak.
The Munchak.
Well, he was the Titans coach. And now, I'm not gonna.
So come on and bring that Munchak money.
The Munchak is a little coach where he can't get there. A team.
Funky Munchak. Funky Munchak. Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Bee
And
sting.
he walked in on our Munchak. He's gonna probably make fun of us. You know what? At least we don't suck.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Take that, McManus.
No.
More like McMenace
Yes.
to
I like that.
society.
Yes. Two. Bitch.
I. Society.
All right, we'll do your shit.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the Brendan McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brendan McManus.
All right.
We have not pre-discussed this at all. I'm just wondering if on maybe the count of three we just say our man of the hour at the same time. I'm just
No.
Why not?
No, because I have something neat.
well, that's not fun.
Okay. Okay.
But
All right. Let's do it.
we don't have to. No, what's
on a count of
your
three.
fun thing?
1, 2, 3, and then go. But, all right. 1, 2, 3, go. But
What?
you say. Well, I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then we'll both say it.
Okay, but what's your
After
fun
3.
thing?
What?
You can do your
Oh,
fun
no,
thing.
I'll do that after this.
Oh, okay. Should Emily count it down or?
I'll just do it.
Okay. I wonder.
1, 2, 3.
Stephon Diggs. Yeah.
Diggs. And I just made my case, Keenum,
Oh.
for starting quarterback.
Okay.
That was my fun thing.
You just made your case,
And you
Keenum.
just shit all over it. I just made my case.
Yeah. So
Keenum?
I just made you a case, comma Keenum for quarterback. What are you talking about?
What?
I'm so freaking confused.
Like his nickname would, huh?
I get it was a upon a name, but I don't get it. Like I get it, but say okay, go again.
Just made my case, Keenum.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
that's all.
What?
That was your fun thing.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of
We
funny.
do that shit all the time. We say that stuff all the time.
Yeah, I know, but this is a new one. We haven't
No,
said it before. Why didn't you say Teflon Diggs?
What? Oh, I don't know
You
because I was a little nervous that maybe you were gonna say Case Keenum.
Nah, but I put both of them because I feel like Case Keenum also put the ball in a spot that was great,
Yeah.
catchable, inbounds. Even if he would have got hit, I feel like he probably still would have made the catch and then
But it was-
inbounds and he
But it was
they
like
coulda kicked it
Diggs who
57.
had the
Oh, yeah.
ability to stay up and
Yeah,
the
no, I
awareness
agree.
that there was no one in front of him
For
and
real.
not to get out of bounds.
Right, I agree with you.
But also, can you imagine the?
I mean, I'm wearing my Teflon
I
jersey.
see that. Could you imagine how different it would how different it would have been if that dude had wrapped him up in bounds? Or if Stephon Diggs had not gone out of bounds and had been
it would
tackled
have
in
been
bounds.
what we all thought was going to happen, and the
Yeah.
game would have been over. I would have been just as depressed as I was a second earlier.
Yeah. Oh man, that mood shifted.
I don't exactly know what I did. I remember standing and screaming. I remember screaming, "Get out of bounds!" really loud, and then I flipped my lid.
It was.
I thought I ran over there.
You did. You walked back. You're like, oh yeah.
I felt like I jumped on the back of the chair and started hitting it. Did I do that?
We had a pretty good high five.
Yeah. I feel like I had to wait for that high five.
No, I was yelling out of sheer excitement because it was an amazing play. Pass, catch, amazing moment.
And I think all I could say after that was wow and oh my god for the next half an hour.
Yeah, and so could Case Keenum and all Steelers fans everywhere. Still, I guess, and Saints fans.
Every NFL fan that was watching that game, I think probably
yeah. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I bet Aaron Rodgers was probably sitting on his couch because he's a bitch and watching playoffs from home, and he's probably just like, damn. He might have even said, "Oh my god."
Yeah, maybe. I do wonder. See, this is. I don't know what to think about next year in quarterback situation. I feel like at this point, there's no way the Vikings can get around not paying Case Keenum.
Yeah, well, who do you got to pay? At this point, you can just keep Case Keenum, but then are you fearful that he's not going to be as good with Pat Shurmur leaving?
Maybe. I mean, and if that's the case, what my dream scenario, honestly, would be letting go of Bradford, keeping Case Keenum, and keeping Teddy Bridgewater. That's what I want. Anyway, we can get into this.
So you want to keep
later too.
Teddy and Bradford?
No, Case.
Oh, okay.
And cut Bradford.
Well, let him walk.
Yeah. I don't know if we have to re-sign him. Oh yeah, we do. All three of our quarterbacks are free agents after this season. Because Keenum was on a 1 year. Teddy Bridgewater's is on his. We need to get him because he was on his rookie contract, and Bradford was only a 2 year.
So Randy Fichtner, the quarterback coach for the Steelers, was just named the new offensive coordinator.
Oh,
so not Mike Munchak.
Huh.
Huh.
Well, maybe he just didn't want to be in Arizona then. I don't know. Moving on, Brian Schottenheimer is new Seattle offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Quarterback coach for... Who was it?
The Colts, right?
Yeah, that's right. Ken Norton Jr., who just joined San Francisco as an assistant head coach on January 8th, is now leaving to take the Seattle defensive coordinator job. Before that, he was Oakland's defensive coordinator. I wonder if there just wasn't a nobody wanted him as a defensive coordinator, so he signed on with San Francisco, and then Seattle was like, "Oh, we'll take you," and he's like, "Oh, shiz." Pat Shurmur is expected to be the next Giants head coach.
Boo!
But we were talking about this earlier in the week, or this weekend, that we didn't think that then Case Keenum would go with him.
Yeah, because he would have Eli Manning already, and
right.
They make it sound like ownership. Mara has made it sound like he wants Manning to stay,
right?
And so does their new GM. So I guess that would leave it so Keenum would stay a Viking.
Good news if they can afford him. That's the thing. Jesus,
I wonder if he's going to be as good next season.
I don't know.
That's why a part of me would want him gone in case he has a bad season.
Well, I almost feel like I got to give him that chance, but that's why I also want to keep Teddy.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I think no matter what, they keep Teddy. Just a prediction. Holy cow, that was a way to finish that off, buddy. That was a good one. Oh, yeah, that was a good drink.
It's tart. Cripes.
Tart.
Mike
Hey,
Mularkey
anybody
in
watch
Tennessee
this on
parted
Twitch?
ways.
Oh, shit.
This is one of your favorite things.
I was like, I got that, and I remember I texted you guys with such excitement, and my brother was like, "Why are you so excited about this?" And I don't know. I just don't think that they should have ever hired him as the head coach. Like, he came in and finished the season mediocre. He was mediocre last season, and then he was awful this season.
Wow.
Well, mediocre. What was
Made the
surprising,
playoffs, though. I mean,
yeah,
mediocre would be like 8-8.
yeah. What was surprising is the fact that they fired him after he played in the divisional game. No, he obviously did not. But after he coached a team in the divisional game, even though the team got manhandled by the Patriots.
Well, it's the Patriots, though. I
Yeah.
mean, they have a long ways to go, I think, before they can match up with the Patriots. Or not, maybe not a long ways to go.
But they also regressed significantly this season.
Yeah. I think maybe it was the expectation that this season they would be so much better than they actually ended up being.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what the straw that broke the camel's
Probably, yeah.
back.
It's the implication.
Well, you wouldn't be in trouble, so they would be in trouble.
No. It's just the implication that they'd be in trouble. And close the
Well,
door.
What are you talking about? Obviously, you wouldn't be in trouble, so they would be in trouble.
Oh, fantastic.
line.
Yeah.
Bills hired the Alabama offensive coordinator Brian Double as offensive coordinator after firing Rick Dennison. Oh man, what do you think about that, Nick?
I don't care.
Okay,
Sorry. I read something that I did not remember. I did not remember that the Jaguars and Patriots actually practiced in the offseason together.
who?
The Jags and Pats.
Huh. Johnny hired Tom Cable as a offensive line coach.
Yeah.
That's good because Tom Cable and Kyle Lanigan worked together in Oakland for a while there. He was,
Cable was also,
Lanigan
wasn't he
being,
also a former
Oakland's
Raiders head
offensive
coach?
coordinator.
What? Did you just say that?
Huh?
What happened?
Remember earlier, you weren't sure if I was making up names or if I was
Yeah.
for the offensive defense coordinator. I totally made up those names. I don't
You
even
son of a
remember what
bitch.
I don't even remember what the first one I said. And Kyle Lanigan's is a random name I use for like a ton of things. A Nanigan is one of my. It's either A Nanigan, as in the middle initials A. But no, you did it. Hook, line, sinker.
Oh, remember? I did. Sorry.
I just pulled it out again.
I'm moving right past it.
Good times.
Tom Brady jammed his throwing hand at practice after accidentally being run into. According to a source, X-rays showed no structural damage.
Oh, is he a coach?
Who? What?
Tom Brady?
No, Tom Brady.
Oh, I mean, we're talking about coaches, so I just want
Oh,
to.
no, I just thought that was.
I mean, we were talking about coaches.
Okay, we'll stick with coaches.
God, I'm almost done. You won't even let me.
One Tom Cable, the former coach of the Raiders.
He was. In like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I remember. Doesn't he wear sunglasses at night?
No, that's Corey Hart. So he
Fucking
can.
snap
So
me
he
that
can.
one.
So he can.
Watch.
Wait, is it Watch the Way You Move? So I can breathe or something?
Glasses at night, so I can watch you. I don't know.
And then it's like, "Shine in your eyes."
In Jesus.
I don't know. There's a tiny elf underneath Nick's chair letting off a balloon every once in a while. I think pretty soon we're going to hear it when he lets it go. Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, Station. I am back. A minor setback with a case of giggles. It happens from time to time. Jesse just made it funny. Glass number 2, huh? What do you got? How much you got left?
Right there.
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
Should I not drink anymore?
Well, let's see how you are on that when you're done with that glass.
I have a beer in there too.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, you should switch the beer after this.
Okay, so Dip is my favorite. Norv Turner was named as Carolina's offensive coordinator. What do you think about that?
I just think it's the same thing. Like recycling. Like he might do well, and then
That means that the Carolina's offensive coordinator is going to be sitting in the whatever up by the clubhouse area.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Skybox?
Box? Because that's what Norv does.
I know, I hate
don't
that.
like that.
I don't either. Like I get that you can see more of the field and you can see kind of everything, but I feel like you're not down with the players. You're not down in the shit. Like
I feel like that is more beneficial to like the defensive coordinator somehow. I don't know why I think that.
Yeah.
Also, you don't get to like communicate. You have to like communicate through somebody.
Yeah, I wish they would stay down on the field.
I also wonder if Scott Turner is still a coach for the Vikings.
I don't know. It's your team.
I guess I didn't know if when Norv left, I think Scott stayed at least through that season. Bears named former Oregon head coach Mark Helfrich as new offensive coordinator. Apparently, they think that the thing is going to be good for the stuff. Green Bay named Joe Philbin as their offensive coordinator and Mike Pettin as their defensive coordinator.
Yes, a former failed Dolphins coach and a former failed Browns coach. Emily's going to disrupt the podcast for a second.
They're trying to follow the old Vikings rule of hire as many head coaches as you can so you can win and not suck.
Yep. And really, you need to follow your nose.
Well, you know.
Follow your nose.
Follow your nose.
Follow your nose.
Browns hired former Green Bay director of football operations Elliot Wolf as their new assistant GM.
Yeah, I think they hired someone else from another former Packer.
What?
Whoa, Emily just darted across. What the hell was that?
That was my hot takes. My hot sound effect takes.
Oh. Do we have hot takes?
I don't know. No, we don't. We haven't had hot takes for a while.
This is what Judd Manders.
What's happening?
This is what I find watching my first Twitch. Yes, to a middle-aged, facial hair-ridden man drinking and talking about football.
Judd is a high school friend of mine.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. I don't believe
Judd, where'd you go to high school? Don't. I'm not telling you. You
I don't
tell us
believe
where
you.
you went to high school. Look, you'll see.
No way.
He doesn't believe it. Judd, tell him. Tell him what the deal is.
Stop it. This guy's like, I don't know. I have no idea who this mother.
Don't look at me. Look at the screen.
I'm looking. No fucking way.
Boom. Osage Strong.
Hey, I've met a couple people from Osage, and they seem like fine, upstanding people. Not this guy. What about you, though? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I like you, buddy.
Oh.
Now that Bryce from Osage, this is a good kid.
Yeah, Judd, we have a student from Osage. Did I tell you that? I don't know if I told you that, but we have a student that's working for us that's from Osage. Good kid. I'm done with coaching news.
Yeah. Hey, maybe when you're done with that, you can have a glass of this.
Judging from what you said about it, I don't think I want it.
It's actually not bad. It's not sweet, but it's not super vinegary.
I'm probably gonna have to stick with this beer.
That's fine.
This beer.
Oh, Colt.
It's Colt's Bud Light. Hey, Judd, remember Dilly Dilly? Remember, huh? Inside joke, me and Judd.
It's not an
Osage.
inside joke. It's a commercial thing.
Nope, no one's ever heard it.
Did you Did you like tell him to get on Twitch and you're gonna be
No.
like, we're gonna blow his friggin' mind?
I did not. No, but that was fun. It was.
Excuse me.
Why don't you believe me when I tell you things?
He never found his keys.
Oh, that sucks.
Excuse me.
We went to Cedar Falls. You know when I told you we went to Cedar Falls a couple months ago or something?
Yeah.
Johnny lost his keys because he was dancing like a fool.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
I'm assuming that's when it happened. Okay, so let's talk about injury news. Rex Burkhead is expected to return this week.
I thought he was back already.
Yeah.
Hi, Emily.
He's back at he was back in the facilities, but I don't think he was practicing or something.
Oh, I thought he was. All right.
Well, anyway, so he is. So you thought correct.
Yay!
Andrew Sandejo got a concussion, but is doing a lot better.
After he had that awesome pick.
Quote unquote. Yeah, he had a sweet pick, and then Michael Thomas cheap shotted him. He got smoked. Holy cow, he got freaking smoked. He wasn't moving. He was on the field not moving.
Excuse me.
Freaking elves.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna have to dry clean my chair over there?
It's possible.
Is it gonna be a shade darker?
Probably.
Is there any other injury news? What did you say? You said something about Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, I just said it, but whatever.
It's not even time to shine.
He got ran into at practice and jammed his throwing
That's
hand.
what happened? It was at practice?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he practicing?
It's Tom Brady. He doesn't need to
It's Tom
practice.
Brady, it's the playoffs. Don't practice him. Then stuff like this happens. Then what do you want?
Oh, man, this is exciting. I'm excited for that game.
I think there's probably another game that I'm more excited about. But yeah, I think it might be a good game.
The Pro Bowl's not for a week.
That's true. That's true.
Week and a half. See you time.
Although no one that I enjoy will be playing in that game.
Oh!
Hot take. Ooh, that's a spoiler alert for our picks later. See if you can guess what happened there.
He's picking the eagle. Wait.
I don't.
Did you know?
I don't want to take it easy. But I got
Nice.
a peaceful kind of feeling that I don't know, Hotel California.
Okay. Did you know that since Nick Foles took over as the starting quarterback for the Eagles, they have not scored more than 20 points, and they have not played a defense that's been ranked in the top 5, and the Vikings are ranked number 1.
I did not know that.
And then, do you know that Case Keenum is 1 touchdown away for getting 24 touchdowns, which is as many touchdowns as he had entering
His
the
entire
season?
career, yeah. I did know that. It's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does suck that it's not in Minnesota, which I think would give them a huge edge.
Oh, we get to do the Juicies next week.
Yeah.
Juicies.
I'm excited to talk about who the coach of the year is going to be because I feel like it could be between 3 coaches right now.
Who's that?
Doug Marrone,
Nope.
Mike Zimmer,
Oh, yeah.
and Doug Peterson.
No way.
All
Wait, I think, didn't you changed that list recently? Because
Yeah.
Sean McVay was on it,
Well, Sean McVay was on it a while
earlier
ago.
this week.
But I'm starting to think about teams that have faced like injuries and still persevered.
Yeah.
And those 3 teams are 3
I do
teams
think,
that have.
though, that, like, if you're going to think about, like, coaching, view it like a coaching MVP, it's the same exact team as they had last year. Rams is what I'm talking about. And they sucked last year, and they're awesome this year.
But if that's the case, then it should be the Jaguars. It should be Doug Marrone.
Well, you could argue either way, I suppose.
Yeah.
Except for Doug Marrone took them further into the
Yeah.
playoffs. I do kind of... Don't you feel like maybe this should be... Maybe they should separate it into, like, regular season and playoffs or something? Or not?
They're not. Do they? They don't take into effect playoffs, right?
Well, how could you not? I mean, if it
know.
isn't already decided, how could you not?
I know exactly. That's why it's also between those three.
And the thing is, it's also like they're announced right before the Super Bowl. So I mean, it's all the way through, unless they've already voted and you're not supposed to know or something.
I don't know.
I don't know when they vote, I guess, but I know when it's announced.
Who would you put your contenders at? I know you probably think Zimmer
What?
as your top choice, but would you have any other, like, if they were to say this person, I wouldn't be surprised kind of thing?
No. I mean, you said them all. Sean McVay is the only one that you didn't say that I would say.
Yeah. You look so satisfied with that burp.
Who do you think assistant coach of the year? Pat Shermer? Yeah, I agree.
I don't think there is an assistant coach.
There
of the
is.
year. Is there really?
Actually, yeah.
Wow. Then yeah, probably.
Trying to think of who else it would be. And I can't really think.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Bubble in my throat. Uh-oh.
Holy hell, that happens to you a lot.
It happens every once in a while.
Stop it. Clear it.
Why is it so weird to you?
I don't know. It freaks me out. It just sounds like you're a little gnome.
Hello, Nick.
Nope. Now you're forcing it.
Did you come for a little adventure?
Chip chip cheerio.
Anyway. I can't think of any other assistant.
Gross.
You told me to clear it.
Away from the microphone.
Well, you didn't say that.
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory.
You're not pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Le'Veon came out and said that he wants to stay with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so did Ben.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep, he said he will return in 2018. And then some lady in the here's something I thought was kind of weird. So he's like, I believe in everybody, and I can't wait to get on the field next year. And then some lady, reporter in the whatever crowd goes, so is this definitely confirming that you'll be back next year? And he's like, you want me to say it again? And she's like, well, I'm just trying to make sure that you just said
give a
you'll
straight
definitely be
answer.
back. And he's like, I think my answer is clear enough, and walks off.
What
I'm
a
like,
dick.
Just say yes. If you say a statement like that, that's what you mean. So just say yes and walk off. Of course, they probably just get so sick of like the press in the fake news and all that.
But I mean, they're paid millions of dollars. Then it's in the contract that they have to speak to the press.
Yeah, and that's probably why they hate it so much.
Oh my gosh!
Don't you think you'd hate it if, like, I would rather be back celebrating with my teammates and and doing all that stuff and get ready to go home than go out and talk to a bunch of
I don't know. The couple extra $1 million that they pay me to talk to the press, I think I'd be okay with it.
I don't think it's a couple extra million because of that. I think it's you get paid that much because you're good, but then if you're that good, you also have to talk to the press.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So in a way, you're right. I mean, I guess it comes with the territory. But then there's like offensive linemen and crap that get paid boatloads of money. They don't have to go out and talk to the press.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not the face of the team.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
DTF.
Yep.
I'm
gonna Google how many women has he raped.
Oh Jesus. None, because they're all DTF. Nick, come on, get with the program. We already talked about Calais Campbell and prediction of his 45-42 outcome of the game a week prior. Oh, this is major news. Major
What is it?
news. You won't even believe this news.
Twice
Roberto
accused.
Aguayo
Oh yeah, I saw
signed a
that.
deal with the LA Chargers.
Yes, he found a team.
So good for him. You know?
He's publicly accused of sexual assault twice, once in 2009 and once in 2010.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess they're only a year apart. Makes sense. All right. You want to talk about Jacksonville, Pittsburgh? Because I thought it was pretty sweet game.
Yeah. Are we gonna just glaze over the Patriots Titans stomp down?
Well, that's why I want to talk. Oh, what?
So there were 4 games
Oh
that
no,
happened.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Two games.
I said Jacksonville Patriots.
2 games blue.
Right.
No, you said the. Do you want to talk about? Oh, I thought you said Jags.
I think
Steelers.
I said Jag. What? No, I did. I said Jags Patriots. I'm like fast forwarding already. No, yeah. Let's talk about all the games because there's only holy crap, dude! It's 42 minutes in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't feel like we've talked about anything.
No, me neither. A bunch of crap coach stuff. Why don't you stop me?
I freaking tried to keep
No,
moving on. You're like,
you
no, we got coach stuff.
didn't.
No, we got coach
No,
stuff.
you yelled at me and said,
What do you want to talk about? To be honest, I don't really want to talk about the Falcons Eagles game. The Falcons are bad, and like they play scared.
They looked so bad that I wanted them to win.
Yeah,
But for 2 reasons. 1, home field advantage, and 2, if we won.
yeah,
And 2, because they looked pretty bad. Plus, we've already beat them.
yeah. Honestly, I'd rather play the if I were a Vikings fan, I would rather have them play the Carson Wentz less Eagles.
I don't know. Their defense looks pretty tough out there.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
Bunch of
the Eagles defense is good, but the
Graham.
Vikings defense is better. And the
Yeah,
Vikings offense is better than the Eagles offense because it's better quarterback play. The run game for the Eagles is better.
Yeah, but they did say that like one of the weaknesses of the what did they say? Was that what it was? One of the weaknesses of the Eagles defense is they can't defend against the run very well. Is that what the deal was? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Because it seems like they played pretty well against the run because they stopped the 2-headed monster of Freeman and Coleman pretty well.
Yeah, that was a low scoring game.
It was kind of a boring game.
But that's how yeah.
Plus, it's gonna be. I don't know, man. That home field advantage in Philadelphia isn't anything to balk at.
No. It's gonna be. I mean, it'll be tough, but I really do think that I think the Vikings will win.
I remain cautiously optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one?
The Titans Patriots blowout.
Oh, yeah, the Patriots beat the piss
Titans
out of
scored
the
a
Titans.
touchdown on their first drive,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh shit, maybe this will
might
be a game." And then it was not.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't actually. I saw the first score by the Titans, and then I didn't really see anything else.
yeah.
don't know
I
what
watched the
was doing.
first quarter, and then we hung out.
We did.
Yeah, we did. We went to Larry's.
Oh, was that night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because the Eagles Falcons game was earlier that day, and I watched all that.
If it were a different game, I wouldn't have done something. But like when I left to do something, I think it was 21-7.
Yeah, it was
and
21-7.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
Left the
this
house,
is stupid. I'm not gonna watch any more of it.
You're not going to see the Titans come back from a 21-7
No.
deficit to
Not against the Patriots.
No. Let's see. The other one, the 2 remaining games, Jacksonville versus Pittsburgh, which was an amazing game.
Yeah, I still think that's one of the best playoff games I've ever seen, and the Vikings had the best playoff finish I've ever seen. One of the best.
Yeah. I mean,
that Jaguars game. So you thought it was going to be a blowout because the Jaguars were trouncing them like 21-3 at one point, or 21-7 or something.
something like that. Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, Steelers came out of nowhere in the third quarter, and
Antonio Brown was just catching.
Holy crap!
everything.
Some of those catches, like Ben was putting it exactly where it needed to go, and Brown just didn't even. It was like no defender was on him.
I still think that you said last week, I think that you thought DeAndre Hopkins was the best wide receiver in the NFL. I still think it's Antonio Brown.
Yeah,
I mean, after
he makes amazing catches.
And Cal Rudolph.
But that game was awesome because it was like.
It was just
So the Steelers ended up catching up to the Jaguars, but then it would be every time the Steelers would score, the Jaguars would score.
Yeah.
And the Steelers could just not keep up with the Jaguars, which is crazy.
It was weird. And the weirdest thing about it is it was such a good game, but it was never out of the Jaguars' hands.
No.
Like, I think they went wire to wire, didn't they? I think they were. Did they
In the
score
third
first?
quarter, I did think that maybe it was going to turn to be the Steelers because the Steelers had scored like 17 unanswered points or
But
whatever.
Jacksonville scored first, right?
Yeah.
So they never gave up the lead
No.
that whole game. But it didn't seem that way. I mean, it's always maybe it's just because Jacksonville's forever the
Yeah, it's because the
underdog.
Jaguars got a pick on Ben pretty early into the game.
Yeah. There was a couple of really good picks in that game, like crazy picks.
Oh yeah, Barry Church had one, didn't he? Or was that the forced fumble?
I don't know. Jalen Ramsey had one.
Who had the one? Was it Ramsey who had it and did like? No, it was Miles Jack.
Yeah,
Miles Jack's
had
pick was friggin' awesome because he just came out of nowhere, grabbed it and toe touched in.
Yeah.
It was
He was
awesome.
just like cutting across the field and just snagged it, didn't
Yep.
he? Yeah. For that.
That game was amazing.
I mean, I'll have to admit, I found it a little bit hard to concentrate on any of these games because I was just nervous as all hell. Like,
I understand. I was
I also
pretty
didn't get to-
focused in on that game.
I also didn't get to watch the end of it because I was cleaning up down here. a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was able to listen to the end. The Steelers still scored, and they had 2 onside kick chances and didn't get either one.
There's a lot of controversy with those onside kick calls. Or at least one onside kick call, or was it like Tomlin's getting a lot of flack because he didn't trust his defense or whatever.
Yeah, there's apparently some inner circles of ownership think that Tomlin should be fired. And I didn't know this. Tomlin has never had a losing season
I believe it.
with the Steelers.
I believe it.
Dude, I would kill to have a coach like Tomlin.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. Because we've got Clappy the Clown.
He wouldn't last though.
Nope.
He'd just get fired after a season or two.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of crystallized snot in his beard from the
Yeah.
from the cold. Good times.
Leonard Fournette was going to be my man of the hour, and then Diggs caught that ball. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
All right. Well, go ahead and talk about your Vikings game.
go for it. Okay, there's a couple of things. I just have like maybe 20 or 30, 40 lines of writing here.
Okay.
that I need to go through.
I'm just going to let you. I'm going to jump in every once in a while.
I want you. To, this is interactive. Now
It's
there
fine.
was. There wasn't. They said that there was a bunch of records broken, but there wasn't. It was the first postseason game in NFL history that actually ended on a winning touchdown on the final play in the fourth.
Oh.
Like before, there'd been some seconds left, and the other team couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But this is the first walk off. Like that's it.
Well, that's pretty
Touchdown.
cool.
It's the second longest winning touchdown in the final 10 seconds of any playoff game, and the first one was the Music City Miracle.
Oh.
Remember the Music City Miracle?
Yes.
The tight end, what's his face? Frank Wycheck and the kickoff lateraled it over to Kevin Dyson's for the Titans, and they run it in for a touchdown. That was 60 yards, and this one was 61 yards.
No.
So now there's a lot of articles going around with the title of quote unquote Minnesota Miracle. We talked about this.
Yeah. McDonald's.
But actually, and they got it from Paul Allen, who was calling the game on Vikings radio. But
Can
actually,
I just stop you right there for a second? Does anybody else think of American Psycho when they've been hearing Paul Allen? Because every time someone's like Paul
his
Allen,
voice?
no, Paul Allen. Paul Allen is Jared Leto's character.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
Is he
Paul
Paul Allen, or
Allen?
is Bale mistaken for
Bale
Paul
is
Allen?
mistaken for Paul Allen.
Paul Allen.
Right?
I'm sorry to disrupt
no,
that.
Google that. I need to know that.
I thought Jared Leto was Paul Allen.
Try
getting a reservations at Doisius now.
you stupid bastard! Oh God,
It's a great
That's
movie.
one of my all-time favorite scenes. In
I think
all
it's the
cinema.
most underrated Bale movie. Like, he is fantastic in that movie.
Try getting a reservation at Dorsey now, you stupid bastard! Oh, with the spit flying. Oh, that vein popping out of his forehead. Oh,
Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
that was great. I killed a lot of people tonight. Good times. Anyway,
Yeah,
people
Paul Allen is Jared Leto's character.
Okay. What's his over Haverford or what do they keep calling him?
Oh,
Something Ford, right? Like
I should just watch it again.
or Over
I should-
no,
I'll just
Haverford
watch it
is
again.
Tom Haverford, who is Aziz Ansari's character in Parks and Rec.
yeah.
Anyway, the funny note that I had, people give credit to Paul Allen for coming up with the term Minnesota Miracle, but when he actually called the play, he called it the Minneapolis Miracle. So it's going to be weird to see how in history it's remembered and if it's misquoted constantly.
Well, I haven't seen Minneapolis Miracle
Yeah,
once.
it's always been Minnesota Miracle, and it's in quotes. And I even read an article where they quoted twice that Paul Allen called it the Minnesota Miracle. So I'm thinking that it's going to get screwed up in the annals of history. The annals.
the damn annals.
So, Nick, I need you to get real with me for a second.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Nope.
Okay, do that. What is it?
Nothing.
What's his name?
I'm trying to find out. I have to watch the scene. That's such a great scene.
Because he says something back to him. He's like,
Hammerstram.
Hammerstrom?
Haberstram. Why are there couples of the style section all over the floor? Do you have a dog?
What?
Do you have any actors? Oh, Emily just asked, do you have any idea how annoying that set would be with having two method actors? It would be annoying having Christian Bale and Jared Leto. Christian Bale actually did like 1,000 push-ups a day. Sorry, sit-ups.
No, he
Crunches.
he for years afterwards he did that same routine. Do you know that? For years afterward, he did the same routine that was in the beginning of that movie.
Damn.
So let's get real for a second. I need your attention and input on this.
Okay.
So I think personally that is going to be the most incredible thing I will ever see on a football field.
It's very possible that you will ever see, yes.
Right. It's being a Vikings fan. I've watched every single angle and every single clip that's on the internet.
Oh, I know. I walked into it today. It was like I was watching, like you were
that's
watching
what I said. I
porn.
was like, what? Nope, not me. And then it clicked out of the screen.
Yeah.
Stop.
Hey, Paul.
Just stop. You can hear that, it's going to pick up.
No.
Did you say effing bastard?
Yeah, it's you
Nice.
stupid effing bastard.
Nice.
All right, sorry. I had to watch the scene. It's a great scene. Guys, watch American Psycho. Watch it with your kids. It's a great family movie.
Don't watch it with your kids.
Feed the ATM your kitten.
Weird.
Your kids don't watch it.
Emily says don't watch it with your
Had your
kids or you're
kids,
going to
had
go,
your-
oh, I
had
did
your
watch
kids,
it
had
with
your
you when
wives.
we were freshly dating. No, I was like a year into it. A couple of years.
I didn't want to watch it.
Emily said I didn't want to. Yeah, that's true. It's a bad movie to watch when you're just dating a lady. I think if you guys are in a fresh relationship, it's a bad movie to see. You're not gonna get any for a while because he does some bad things to women in that movie.
Well, supposedly. I mean, you don't really actually know, except for the chainsaw murder part.
No, well, still you don't. That movie's such.
She said she had to go to the hospital, but you don't know what for.
Yeah, probably because of butt stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, I rolled it.
So, I think the most amazing thing to me was seeing how much it meant to like actually every single person in that in the stadium and everyone who was watching it at home, and they showed like a clip of like people who were at the Minnesota Wild game watching it on a screen. They all went nuts like inside the Minnesota Wild rink.
Mm-hmm.
They showed like a video of someone taking it, and it was on the Jumbotron at the Target Center where the T-Wolves are going to be playing there in like an hour or so, and they were going crazy.
Nice.
It was awesome. So watching reaction videos was probably like the coolest thing that I've done so far on it. It was amazing. Holy
Yeah, you said last night you got caught in like an hour-long loop.
Yeah, I was just watching it, and like next thing you know, my wife was calling me on the phone, and it was an hour later, and I had no idea. So I did a little bit of digging today, and saw that I started to think, like, when there's been a play like that, like with other teams, you know, because there's other plays that have happened that have been just like crazy, like quote unquote miracle plays and everything. So I was thinking about like those type of plays and what it meant to the team as in wins, like in a quantifiable, like, did they win that game? Did they win the Super Bowl after that? I came up with 9 different games with weird stuff like that, and only 2 of those 9 actually like went on to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, but okay, let's say the Vikings.
Like
they have a good chance of beating the Eagles, and then they face either a really tough defense with the Jaguars, which I honestly I would have no idea who would win that game, or the Patriots, where if Brady's shut down, that team's not good.
Well, and here's the thing: if they play Jacksonville, they play Blake Bortles against our defense, and against our run defense, which is pretty stout. So I feel like if we play the Jags, it'll be like one of the lowest scoring Super Bowls of all time.
Yeah. Could be boring.
Yeah, it could be boring. Not for me. I mean,
yeah.
If I was watching, I'd be on pins and needles the whole freaking game. But yeah, I don't know. So I mean, I guess my point in all of that is that, you know, it was, like I said, one of the greatest plays I'll probably ever see in my life. And it was one of the greatest moments I'll probably ever have in my life in sports, obviously. But there's plenty of work to be done. So let's, and Zimmer's been doing it too. Like, move past it. It's in the past. We got to move on to Philadelphia, and I feel like we're a team that can do that. It can only be used as motivation, really. So we got to do game picks.
Yeah. There's so many games we got to get through.
Good, because we only have 2 minutes.
Oh, good.
1 minute.
Oh, God.
Jacksonville, New England.
You know what? I'm going to pick Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You and I weren't.
Huh?
I said and. I put an emphasis on the 2 of us were talking about it earlier, and I honestly think that they can back up all the talk. Like, I think they're going to be in the Super Bowl.
That would be,
which would be friggin' surprising and awesome.
I would welcome it.
I would too. I don't think anybody in the country would be upset except for Patriots fans. But then I still feel like Patriots fans. I still feel like Patriots fans would be like, I mean, it's the Jaguars. Sure, why not?
Yeah. I picked New England because it's New England. I guess
that's a solid bet.
I guess I went safe with that one. And by the way, I've already won in our yearly picks count, so
damn,
I can be conservative. Minnesota versus Philadelphia.
Oh, Minnesota.
I make a believer out of you last week.
No, I just think Nick Foles is going to throw so many interceptions. It's going to be embarrassing.
I also have Minnesota. I do feel like the defense will.
Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he had it down. He still got picked off and stuff.
I mean, the thing is, though, they're gonna totally
took the elevator. I got one both directions on that one.
The thing is, though, they're aware. They're highly aware of our defense. They're going to run the pee out of the ball with Blunt, with Ajayi, with what's his face, Corey Clement.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do check down after check down after check down, and they're just gonna pound the rock. That's what they're gonna do. I don't expect any over the top crazy. And that's another thing. Their top receiver is someone that we're very familiar with. It's Alshon Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool.
It's crazy. Because there's really no way in hell Minnesota and Chicago will ever meet in the NFC division championship.
Yeah.
But it should be interesting. It should be a good game. Both these games I think are going to be good games. So we'll see. I obviously, you obviously know what I want to happen.
Yeah, dude. You probably want the Eagles to win.
Nope.
No?
Unless you're talking about the band and it's a Grammy. Yeah, I want them to win a Grammy.
Oh, okay.
You know?
What?
Witchy Woman.
Oh.
I'm good.
I'm good, man.
All right. Thanks to well, hey, you out there, if you want to listen to our if you want to, why don't you just tweet us? Why don't you tweet us at ProFBJuice, hashtag Juice Nation.
Yes, hashtag that bitch.
Oh,
Check us out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Pro Football Juice, really, on Facebook.
yeah, I mean,
or
it's
Pro
Football
FB Juice.
Juice. Look it up and find us. Probably not anybody else. You can watch us, or you can listen to us on Stitcher,
TuneIn Radio,
Google Play Music,
and that little independent program called iTunes.
Oh, yeah, you can watch us live every time we podcast. I'm going to say a day on Twitch.
Yeah, it bounces between
TV/
3 different days.
Juice.
And if you didn't catch us live, you can check us out on YouTube.
Yeah,
Pro Football Juice.
All the episodes are on YouTube. Well, all like from season.
We like answering questions, and we're getting less games to talk about. So the more questions, the better.
Yeah, we're gonna start getting desperate. Next week will be the Juicies, which everybody loves.
Those are fun.
Profootballjuice@gmail.com for those questions, or like we said earlier, Twitter. Thanks to Brian
And Emily, my
And-
delicious Emily.
and Arcadian Brewing.
Weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was weird.
Hey, so you still thinking about doing that 5K thing?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I have there's a couple that are coming up, or no, the one that I want to do in what did I say, March. I said I wanted to start in either like March, April, or May, but there's one in March that's like in North Liberty. It's a We Run, you know,
Yeah.
We Run Lucky Run. So it's like a you know,
Do
whatever.
they give you coupons on shoes? Because I need new shoes.
Yeah, no, probably not. And they're like $1 billion.
Yeah, I know. I bought a pair from there.
Ugh. Do they like do the whole like scientific method on your foot?
So I didn't have to run on anything, but what she did is like she had me walk and run around the store a little bit, kind of thing. And she gave me, and I was like, "Is there anything I need to know about shoes?" She's like, "No, try them on, and if they fit, they're good."
Huh.
She
They don't
but she
hook you
didn't
up
tell
to
me.
computer?
She's like Nikes are bad. She told me which ones to kind of stay away from. So
You're looking for
yeah, I was looking for marathon shoes. Like I was looking for, not really though. I was looking for road running shoes for how I run. So she obviously recommended different shoes for how I ran my style. But I've also switched my running style up, so I need new shoes. But also, you're supposed to change your running shoes after 300 or 400 miles of running. Yeah.
I still use my Reeboks. I seriously doubt I put 300 or 400 miles on those things.
I've put probably more than that. I probably need new shoes.
That's a band from the 80s.
I need new shoes.
New Shoes.
New shoes.
Baby, I can't.
New shoes.
You know that song?
I am, but are you getting my reference? New shoes. I bet Mike gets it.
Is it a Twin Peaks reference?
Yes, sir. New shoes. No, it's not the bird. It's Leo Johnson. New shoes.
He spits on himself.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Because he got his shoes waxed. Whatever.
Wax.
Whatever you do to shoes, friggin' I don't know. It's a good tune. I can't wait.
Nice. Yes, I can't. I can't do it as crisp as well.
Tell me what it's all about. It took me. It was weird. There's like a whole, you remember certain parts of a song that you kind of knew from when you were young or whatever. Then you go back and you're like, whoa, there's words to that song.
Yeah.
What's that one? No, there's no words to that one.
Yeah, no.
There was one specific song that I just remember. That I remember, and I listened to it again. I'm like, oh my god, there's words to this song. It's weird. I don't remember what it was though. It's a classic '80s tune that most people only know. There's a lot of '80s references in this.
We were born in the 80s. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a big fan of '80s music. Big fan.
Yeah, it's okay.
Synth pop, big fan. Do you know that Ricky Gervais was part of a synth pop group before he they didn't make it or whatever, they didn't make it big, and then he that's when he started working in an office for 10 years, and then after that is when he made The Office. But yeah, like he was in, it was called Shayona something, Shayona Music or something like that. But he totally looked like David Bowie.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. He was thin and he had like makeup on, like, and like the hair that, like, you know, like the 80s like Bowie hair.
Yeah.
And he was like, like, like stuff like that.
Nice.
It was actually pretty good.
Oh man, that episode.
Shayona Dancing. That's what it was called.
That episode where they did the crossover for the David Brent interviewed for Michael's job. Oh,
Yeah.
It was such a great episode.
You know that there's a movie that came out.
Yeah.
David Brent.
I haven't watched it yet. I have to be in a mood for the British Office because it's so unbelievably uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best things about it. I don't remember when I first watched The British Office. It's the first time in my life that I'd ever seen something that made me physically uncomfortable. Like I was just like, oh,
Yeah. It's so good.
it was so hard to watch, but it was so brilliant.
My absolute favorite moment in that show is when he's like talking and he's got his belly out and the girl walks in and he just sucks it in.
I have a couple favorite parts, like I think it was a cold open when they were doing the Muppets, like and then he wasn't even in that scene, and then they and then David Brent like flies out of his office and goes and like continues it on, like keeps it going.
That show did a far better Jim and Pam than The Office Jim and Pam, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Except how they ended up getting them together. I don't know.
Well, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, what have you been eating? Like beans?
Beans.
Just beans?
Just beans.
Just beans.
Beans. The kid that played Beans on Even Stevens is like fat, old, and bald now.
Yeah.
Beans. I hated that friggin' kid.
I don't remember beans on that. I never watched Even Stevens except for maybe 2 or 3 episodes just to catch a glimpse of Ren Stevens.
Yeah, I watched enough to dream about Christy Carlson Romano. Oh.
She was neato back then.
Still neato.
Well, yeah, that's true.
With big fake boobies.
Yeah.
And cost her 25 schmeckles!
You have to go schmeckles.
Yeah. I gotta make it look like a hearse. Schmeckles! Yep. Yeah, it's gotta hurt in the neck. Job well done. Did you finish your beer?
Nope. Not for the lack of trying, am I right?
Oh, hey Judd, you still with us?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hey Judd, what are you drinking?
Yeah. What are you drinking, bro?
Probably nothing. He's a respectable member of society. He's got a good paying job. He's got a beautiful family. He probably went to bed because that's what respectable people do.
You know, I really did not mind this wine. And I got 15 cents off
Give me
a
a
gallon.
swank off it.
Yeah, dog.
Give me a Hillary.
Drink that up. Drink
Give
that.
me a Hillary.
Finish that swoop. Give you Hilary Swank, who also I think looks like Jared Kushner.
Whoa, does that mean I also want to do Jared Kushner?
No.
I would do Hilary Swank.
I would too. Did you see Boys Don't Cry?
The one where she's a dude?
Yeah. You see her boobs and vagin. I'm sorry, bush.
Even this better
Yeah.
somehow.
It's a pretty good movie.
This is actually after dark. This is
Yeah.
after because like the outro was done playing before I even like.
This is for those people who keep listening.
Did you ever see the movie? What was it called? Boys Don't Cry, or just no, one of the boys.
Just one of the guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. I only remember the one awesome scene.
Yeah, in the end when she was in the
So
bush, she just goes.
pulls out those giant fun bags out of nowhere.
Yeah, and they're big.
Yeah, that lady was tasty too.
I don't. She wasn't like a well-known actress, was she?
No,
Was McDreamy?
her name was
in that?
Terry in it, right? No, I don't know who
Who's
the
the
guy
guy?
was. I don't know. I just
I feel
remember
like
his
someone
hair.
in that movie was well known.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Uh-oh. Emily just hard breathed.
Emily always hard breathes. She's cross stitching. She's fine. She's making Princess
You're
Peach.
kind of making me miss cross stitching a little bit.
You
I
used to
with my
cross
mommy.
stitch. Cross stitch.
I used to cross.
You used to cross stitch, bitch.
I used to cross stitch with my mommy. I cross stitched every NBA team.
I don't remember what movie I'm looking up.
Just one of the guys.
Thanks.
Every NBA team, because my mom would cross stitch constantly back in the day. So I'd just be like sitting next to her, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'll just." She's like, "How?" Finally, she just showed me because I'd always been sitting there, and I just like Seattle Supersonics in green and yellow. Like Seattle would be in green and Supersonics would be in yellow, and I did that for all the NBA teams.
Sherilyn Fenn is in the movie. Audrey Horn. And the villain from Karate Kid.
Johnny?
Yeah.
He was the villain.
No. Well,
He was the
sorry.
bad guy,
Sorry, the
probably.
good guy from Karate Kid. Johnny's the good guy. the
Oh,
blonde-haired kid.
No,
William
John-
Zabka.
what?
Right?
So I think the guy,
This dude.
yeah, Johnny.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy.
Oh, okay. I thought Johnny was the good guy.
What? Johnny's? What are you talking about? Sweep the leg, Johnny. Get him in the body bag, Johnny.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Johnny was picked on by the other kid.
What?
Have you ever seen that theory? Is that Johnny's actually the good guy?
What?
There's a
insane.
there's a theory that what I can't remember the Karate Kid's name that he
Ralph Macchio.
Well, but
Daniel-san.
Daniel.
LaRusso.
So there's a theory that he starts all the fights, or what, that, like if you look at it this way, Johnny is the victim of bullying.
Oh my God. Because Daniel LaRusso's a troublemaker.
You should find that. You should find that theory.
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But no, you're wrong in every sense of the word. But what were we talking about? Oh, no, that can't be.
I'm just
I-
typing
okay,
just
no,
one of the
li-
guys'
listen,
best
listen,
scene.
listen.
I'm just curious what it comes up with.
So I think I remember the guy.
I don't know.
The
How
guy
long
that
are you gonna
she-
be here?
The guy that he shows her boobies to,
Yeah.
I think, is I can't. I gotta be totally wrong, but I think I might be right. So
It's Clayton Rorner.
yeah, and I think it's the guy in Karate Kid. Is he in Karate Kid? Look him up on IMDb.
I will. I mean, it's this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's in Karate Kid.
I thought maybe he was the only guy who was Daniel LaRusso's friend at the beginning of the movie, who lived in
No.
his apartment complex.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. No.
I don't see Karate Kid on here.
Elizabeth Shue. Martin Cove. Crease? Who the hell is Crease? Who's Crease?
I don't know.
In Karate Kid, he's listed. Oh, yeah, he's the leader of the dojo,
Oh, he is?
Kreese Dojo, apparently. Johnny, Bobby, Tommy, Dutch, Jimmy, Freddie, riveting. Freddie. Listen to this. This is the list of characters.
It's just a nice, nice.
Oh, let me see, quick.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. I mean, I can't. We can't talk about the movie and not look.
Good God.
Right. I remember seeing that when I was like a child.
Yeah, me too. I specifically remember that scene where it was just like quonk, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah. You wonder where the hell she's hiding them?
I'm like in the
Like,
the scene, the website you found.
oh yeah. No.
That's my website.
Yeah.
I was
That's everybody's website, Jesse.
because I looked up here. Right? I looked up here and saw the what was it? Because I was like, oh, that's sweet, and then I'm like, wait a second, oh, and then I looked and saw where you were at. So Nick's looking up pornography in his phone while we podcast. But yeah, you're right. That is a set. That is a solid set. That's got to be like that's like an ideal set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Emily. Boobs. See? Have you ever seen this movie?
It's kind of an ideal set. Now, not to be sexist or anything, but you know, I don't think that's sexist. Probably, but it's an ideal set.
She's a. She was on.
She's a very beautiful woman.
She was on a titty trap subreddit before it was cool. Sorry.
I was trying to bring it back, and you dropped it. Right, you dropped the floor right underneath. Listen to the cast of characters in Karate Kid. These are kind of like background people: Johnny, Bobby, Tommy, Jimmy, Freddie, Jerry. Come on. No, like put him in a body bag, Johnny. Johnny, Bobby, Tommy, Jimmy, Freddie, Jerry, Chucky, Billy, Lady with a Dog, Karate semifinalists, Yahoo number 1 and Yahoo number 2. Oh, good. And Chicken Boy.
Oh, Chicken Boy?
Yeah, I remember he was dressed up as a chicken when they're in that costume party. All right, I think we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
Probably
I mean, we can.
All right. Peace.
Deuces, guys.
Jesus. That's probably one of the most longest. Like, I think 20 minutes.